Hi Jason.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you, yeah.
How much are you looking forward to these games?
Yeah, really looking forward to it, yeah, absolutely. Buzzing to get going now. Just been waiting, obviously, because we've had the last two results I think were positive, so we're just ready to go again now on Saturday. So.
Scotland, though, will surely be out for revenge after the 3-0 result in Dublin.
Yeah, I'd expect them to feel a bit hurt after the last day, and I think they should probably feel like that. So we're going to expect, obviously, a fast game and stuff, but we're looking forward to it, and I think we're all up for it and just ready to go.
A big crowd at Hampden Park, that will be quite a challenge.
Yeah, it'll be a good experience. Nothing that I suppose we haven't faced before. I think like the last day at the Avivas, against Scotland, the atmosphere was something I've never experienced. So I don't think they'll be able to match that atmosphere over in Hampden, to be fair. So.
And how close do you think you are to starting? Is it too early in the week?
A bit too early, yeah. I think we've only had one session, so hopefully I can play and contribute to the team. Do you know what I mean? That's up to the gaffer, obviously, but hopefully I can feature in some way, shape or form, yeah.
And how would you assess the way the team has evolved and indeed the Nations League group so far?
Yeah, I think obviously we didn't get off to a great start. I think everyone knows that, but I think I think we made some good changes, for the Scotland-Ukraine game, and I think there has been a lot of positives overall the last couple of months and stuff, and I'm hoping we're starting to peak and starting to really get a bit of consistent form going now. Starting on Saturday, to continue the last two games, I feel so.
Absolutely, thank you.
Jump on, please.
If you look on that in terms of your international, you played against Scotland and you played in Ukraine, you hadn't really been, I know you were involved even in March, did you always feel that you would break back in when sort of the competitive fixtures came around?
I've always wanted to play, I think, in the first place, but I think football's ups and downs, and players come into form and players fall out of form and stuff, so it's always changing and it's always evolving. But for me, I think obviously I came in early, and maybe, to be honest, maybe some of my performances at the start of my career maybe weren't up to scratch. I don't think I was playing at club level quite often and stuff, and now I feel like I'm playing at club level week in, week out. Feel confident, feel ready, and feel like I'm after maturing, I suppose. So that's for me personally. But
And just finally, just on that, the influence on your career, just tell us a bit about Graham Potter, how much of it has been on the big thing, but was he honest with you in a way in terms of when West Brom came in that was the best thing for you, that he couldn't probably guarantee anything?
I think so. I think it just came to that stage in my career. I think initially I stayed in for 6 months before going on loan to Preston, and I felt the club were how would I say, interested in giving me more opportunity at the start of the window but it didn't end up getting to play as much as I wanted at Brighton, so I went out on loan, and then I think it just came to a decision where obviously a bid came in from West Brom and I decided to take it. So I was happy as well. I think it was the right move for me. I was 21 and I need to get out and try and find myself and play regularly. So.
Aidan, please.
Hey Jason, just on that move, when you left Brighton to get first team football, which you're getting, but the club, the season hasn't gone to plan. Just talk through how difficult it's been over that since the season started.
It's been difficult, I suppose, because obviously we haven't got the results we want, but to be honest, I think you need a bit of luck in football, and I just don't think we've had it. I think, listen, the table speaks for itself, and at the end of the day, we're in the business, you need to win games and climb up the table. But I think if you've watched the 10 games, I think there's no way we should be where we are, but that's how it is, that's football, and we need to, there's obviously areas we need to do better in. But
Just ask you about one of your clubs, Darren O'Shea, and you Robbie and earlier on talking about Preston struggling for goals at the moment. A lot of the strikers aren't scoring, but Darren at the weekend, it shows just what it's like to play with Darren and that asset he has in terms of being a threat.
Yeah, Darren's threat for set pieces and stuff, especially. I've known Darren since I was a young lad, so to come up, I feel like we have a good relationship with each other, and obviously he's been captain now a few games for West Brom this season. he's doing really well. So no, yeah, Darrow's a great lad, and I get on really well with him. So.
Gavin?
Hi Jason. One of the changes that was made midway through the last window was you were brought into midfield. Can you talk about what did Stephen want from you in that role?
Yeah, I think maybe he wants the same as what he wants from all the midfielders, I presume. But obviously, I think I had a bit of energy and a bit of aggression and legs and stuff. And yeah, I feel like I came in maybe against Scotland and probably I felt I'd done okay, felt I'd done well. I was happy enough with my performance. Then Ukraine probably didn't affect the game as much, but I think we've probably maybe gotten away from what it is being Irish and showing that level of aggressiveness and desire and stuff, because all of a sudden we're playing nice football and stuff. So I think it's just about finding the balance with that. So.
Ed?
Jayson, how you doing? You're a little bit critical of your early performances in the green jersey. Yet, when you came into the squad, it really was a crazy time within the squad, with COVID, with a new manager, everything that was going on with players, huge numbers of players being dropped out of the squad and stuff. So how does it compare now, the squad, and from your personal point of view of arriving into the squad, compare then to now, just coming into a sort of more settled team, and you're obviously 2 years more mature, so
Yeah.
how do you see it all?
Yeah, obviously, I think I'm a lot more mature now myself in every way, shape and form. I think, for me, when I first came in to play with Ireland, I remember lining up against Finland and there's no fans and stuff in the Aviva, and I think since I've been a young kid, that's always been the goal, to kind of play for your country, and you always had a vision of, packed out Aviva, all this, and then ended up playing, I think, 10, 11 games with no fans for Ireland, and it was horrible. So it was something that the fans are so massive and can really get the best out of you, I feel like, with fans and stuff, and it's just an unexplainable feeling. I feel having fans gives you that extra boost as a player as well. So.
It's total change now these days, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, with the fans, it's incredible, like, go back to the last Scotland game, there was incredible atmosphere and stuff, so yeah, they're vital, especially home games, it feels like.
Paul?
It's just one question. You've got the permanent move now after being out on loan from Brighton to a few clubs. How important mentally to know that you're settled down for a few years at one club and you can push on, and you think you've improved in the last few months since having that sort of stability?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I've had a good start to the season. To be honest, I've been quite happy with how I've done personally recently. So yeah, I think the move has helped. It can be quite a daunting experience being young and sort of unsure about your future, whether it be loan moves here, there, and not really knowing where you're going to be living and different stuff. So I think that side of it kind of gets left out of it, and yeah, I'm just happy that I'm somewhere where I'm enjoying living. I love the club. I think it's a great club, and yeah, and everyone's lovely around the place. So I'm really happy at West Brom. So.
Alright.
Do you look back at those games fondly, or are you more looking Azerbaijan, Scotland, those games when you have to be crowd?
Oh yeah, absolutely, the crowd. The crowd is just incredible. Like, you get for a player, that's what you dream of, isn't it? And it was like I said, it was a really strange experience. Me personally, I didn't really feel like I've played for my country with no fans, because it was something that, yeah, it just felt so strange, because obviously no fans, and it didn't really feel like I've just went out and played for my country. So.
Finally from Philip, please.
Jayson, two very quick ones. 14 caps, you do a goal.
Yeah, I suppose it's doable. Yeah.
Something to bring to your, you mentioned about contributing more. Was that something that maybe did add to your game?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 14 caps, no goals. So absolutely.
And the second thing is, I'm not sure what your connection, I know you're Waterford, but you're a hometown team that will win at the weekend.
Yeah, seen that. Yeah, no, it was really good. Things are looking good for Waterford at the minute. They're doing well, and obviously a great win over Dundalk and stuff. So hopefully they can get a good draw. I'm not sure if the draw's been made. Has been made.
Draw in semi-final.
Who have they got?
Gels.
Right, that's alright. Yeah, well, Damien Duff going down to Waterford, so we'll see how they go.
Do you know anybody in the team? You know?
I know a few of the lads, yeah, a few of the young lads that I grew up with. Shane Griffin, I think, is
Yeah,
still there.
so
So Griffo, I played with Griffo, yeah, growing up. So it's good to see these lads doing well as well at home. So
If they get to the final, you've got to keep the Sunday, November the 13th clear.
yeah, that's right.
Before
Yeah,
they come.
yeah, absolutely.
Great.